following the storm quite closely. He has more information on Irene's path and strength. Bill Reed is the director of the National Hurricane Center, and Bill joins us now live from Miami. Thanks for being here. I know it's a busy day for you.
Yeah, we're 2 hours into it, and it'll probably be 14 hours, and someone else will be taking over.
How seriously should we take this storm?
Very seriously. With the density of the population and the size of the storm, there's going to be impacts all up and down the eastern seaboard. I mean, we have hurricane warnings now from Sandy Hook all the way through North Carolina. You can see why. We have a very large storm, though the tropical storm force winds will be onshore the southern coast of North Carolina later this afternoon, with the center still way to the south of them. That impact will start spreading northward tonight and tomorrow into the mid-Atlantic, and then tomorrow night and Sunday, New York and New England. Wet ground, very heavy rain, strong winds. You're going to have power outages and flooding at a minimum, and along the coast you have storm surge concerns.
So, Bill, I know what Rob Marciano told me. He said, okay, so it's a Category 2, but you should still worry about that. But when I still hear Category 2 from a Category 3 or 4, I kind of want to say, whew.
I'm not a big fan of indices for that reason. We're 5 miles an hour less than we were 6 hours ago. We're 110 miles an hour. If you have 5 to 6 hours of winds of 50 to 60 miles an hour, you're going to bring down a lot of trees. Yes, it's not the slab leveling winds of 150 mile an hour major hurricane going through the Caribbean, but you are going to have tidal effects, you are going to have the heavy rain, you are going to have the wind damage.
And the other thing that I have heard, about this storm possibly hitting New York City is that New York City is due for one. It's been, 80 or 90 years. I've heard a number of years being thrown around. Is that really true? Are places due for such storms?
I don't really use that word. They're relatively rare events everywhere, even down here in the tropics. Barbados, for example, has not had a direct hit from the hurricane center since the 1950s, deep in the tropics. So that's not a very good way to look at it. It's just that they're infrequent, and when they do occur in areas that are densely covered with human activity, you have major impact from them.
Bill Reed, thank you so much for joining us from the National Hurricane Center, a busy guy for the next couple of days.